Hey guys, it's Doran, CEO Culture Matters. Today's book review is called Optimism by Helen Keller. Now, I didn't have any idea of anything about Helen Keller other than the fact that yes, she was blind and she was deaf before I heard about this book. Now, if you watch my video about the Hilton dynasty, reading that book, Conrad, the founder of the Hilton hotel chain, goes into, as a young boy, he read this book called Optimism by Helen Keller. And at the young age of, he was between 4 and 10 when he read it, and they say how impressionable we are at that age. It changed his perspective of life. See, what he said kept him going was his glass half full optimistic attitude. And he got it from this book. So I was inspired right away after reading that. I ordered the book. 2 days later, last night actually, it came in the mail, 41 pages that I want to read again and again and again. Now, if you watch my videos, you know I'm transparent as can be. What you see is what you get, and I love reading. Do I usually read a book over and over again? No, I usually read it and move on to the next. This book, I want to read again. Why? Helen Keller was the most optimistic person I could have ever met. She wrote one of the most eloquent, philosophical passages on every single page. I wish I had the book with me right now to share it with you, but that's okay because you can easily pick it up for $6 on Amazon.com. Shout out to Jeff Bezos for that, of 41 pages. So what's the premise of the book? Why am I so passionate about it? Basically, Helen Keller taught herself philosophy, Aristotle, Plato's, Socrates, everyone you could imagine, lumped it up into a different perspective and took all the negative, Schopenhauer, he's a philosopher, yeah, like Nietzsche, all those negative Nancys, took all their information, took all the positive guys, lumped it up into perspective, say, listen, your optimism comes from two things, your inner world and your outer world. But your inner world dictates the viewpoint you have based on what's happening in your outer world. And I, Helen Keller, choose to look at life optimistically. One of the things she said that was a takeaway for me was that science proves, she said this, science proves that when you see something visually, your brain actually, because you're seeing it invertedly, your brain helps fix that visual representation. Meaning if you're seeing something opposite, your brain actually helps you see properly. So your eyes can be deceiving. And that the way she looked at her being blind was, it let her mental fortitude, her mind, her consciousness, see life for what it really should be seen as. Now, whether you really want to agree with that or not is not the point. Her perspective of being blind was, she was lucky and grateful that she was blind so that way she could actually see the world in its true colors and that our eyes are deceiving. What? Even if you don't want to agree with that, the takeaway on that, the woman was blind, the woman was deaf. I know, I like the way I dress. If I couldn't see in the mirror how I dressed, I'd probably be upset about it. How vain am I? How weak am I? What kind of person am I? How much stronger, right? They say diamonds are formed under pressure. However, your perspective of the pressure is the outcome. Because how many people go through pressure in life? And instead of getting better, they choose to be bitter. Helen Keller, in this book, Optimism, when you read it, if you don't decide to be better, read it again. Because if Helen Keller could choose to be optimistic, can make a decision that her inner world will dictate her actions, not the effects of the outer world, being born deaf and blind, what excuse do you and I have for achieving the things that we want in life? What excuse do we have for not realizing that the things that we want to achieve in life have no recollection or they don't matter? Because you make a decision right now to be optimistic. You make a decision right now to be grateful. That's easier said than done until you change your perspective. How did she do it? She read from great people. She gave thanks every day. And she realized that at the end of the day, what you have between here is all that matters. And your choices of how you're going to accept things that happen is all you really control. So I highly recommend the book Optimism by Helen Keller. I highly recommend reading it maybe once a month until you change any kind of negative perspectives you have in life. This is Jay Doran, CEO Culture Matters. You guys have a great day.